Up another bar by Mestiço chocolate. Catongo. Excuse my accent. 81%, so quite a dark bar. Now, what does Catongo means? What does Catongo mean? So it's written here, dark albino. So Catongo is it's mostly from southern Bahia, and it is a mutant. So the seeds, instead of being like a purple or brown, a dark purple or brown, are actually quite light colored, almost, or they are quite light colored and white. So this is sort of an esteemed cacao. Again, I'm not going to get into the whole varietal piece because it gets pretty complicated pretty quickly. But let's talk about the bar. It is an 81%, which is generally, like, you'd think, pretty darn dark, right? So check out the actual bar. Sorry, I got to get the lighting okay here. So here's the bar. I've been eating it, obviously. There's pieces gone. But check out the color for an 81%. Quite light, right? Smells lovely. The thing about this albino bar is that it's something to do with the anthocyanin gene. But what happens is that there's very little bitterness. It is an 81 with added cocoa butter that's pressed in-house. Again, I'm not sure if it's exactly the Catongo cocoa butter or if it's a different, a mix of cocoa butters from the farm. But really mild. So nutty. So chocolatey and mild for an 81%. Surprisingly so. Just a real crowd pleaser. Not a lot of fruitiness. If you love fruitiness, there isn't really fruitiness so much in this one. But these deep, chocolatey, fudgy, nutty, walnutty notes. Very accessible. The kind of bar that if you're trying to show people that percentages don't mean much, and you want them and they're like, only like milk chocolate, you might give them this bar, have them taste it, and then be like, do you like it? I'd be like, yeah. And I'm like, 81%. Can you believe it? So it's good for us to let go of the percentages when we're talking about chocolate. It was always a challenge I would have when someone would walk into the chocolate garage and say, I only like milk chocolate, or I only like dark. I only like dark that's 72% and above. I would be like, oh, okay, great. And I wouldn't fight them on it, but then I'd have them taste stuff, and then they would have their minds blown and realize that these labels and boxes we put stuff in, chocolate and other things in general, are not really helpful. And actually, curiosity and openness and trying things is actually a really good rule of thumb, especially when it comes to chocolate and beyond. What's next?